Welcome back to Haslip Cycle Works. Today we're gonna kind of shift gears and we're going something a little different. So a little backstory on this before I show you what we're going to be working on today. This gentleman found me on Facebook through the for sale post that I had for Project Mini Trike, which still hasn't sold yet. So if you're interested, still for sale, hit me up. He had some questions about it and told me, hey, I've got a project myself. I can't afford to purchase your trike, but I'm really interested in the work you did because I'm trying to do some of the same things that you did on that engine build on my project. And of course, I always want to hear about you guys' projects and what you're doing out in the garage. So I asked him, what are you working on? And he's like, well, I got a little bike that I swapped a 212 Predator into. Sweet. Heck yeah, man. Sent me a little video of it running down the street, and it's ripping. But he told me that he had some concerns about some of the welds that were done to it and was having a hard time trying to find an exhaust that fit. So, me being the nice guy I am, I said, hey, you know what? Bring it on over, man. We'll take a look at it, and if there's anything I can help you with, I'll be more than happy to help you with. So he brought it over, and this is what we're working with.
Shut up and sit down.
Now, it does run and it does ride, but he's, like I said, he's got some concerns about some of the welds that someone did for him. I was like, you know what, can you leave it with me for a little while? I've got a lot going on, but I'm going to carve some time out to work on this for you. So if you could leave it with me for a little bit, I think we can kind of turn this thing around. So initially it was just the exhaust and check some welds, but after looking at it, there's some stuff that I would feel a little worried about if he left with it being in the state it is. Not saying that there's anything wrong with this. The guy got it running and he's been ripping around on it, so thumbs up to him for that. But I think, I don't want someone to get hurt. So what I'm going to do is we're going to strip this thing down. I'm going to go through and check the welds, check some of the bolts and stuff like that, make sure everything's good to go. He did tell me that he does have a front end that he's going to purchase for this, because that one's pretty rusted and clapped out. He's going to handle that. But I noticed there's a couple things missing, so I'm going to either replace or rebuild some of the stuff. We are going to build a new exhaust for him. He did give me a gas tank, but I could make it fit, but I don't think it fits the aesthetic of the bike. So we're probably going to whip up a gas tank that'll fit that, kind of like a sport bike stunt style, kind of flat on the top. And we'll make it out of steel, maybe stainless. And we're going to build a catch can breather kind of deal for it too. Get the exhaust done, and I'm going to gusset it up because there's some spots on the frame that I just don't trust, and I'd feel super bad if I got the exhaust and the tank done for him and he took it out for a ride and the frame failed. So we're going to take care of that. The seat, I don't know what this material is, some sort of plastic, but what I'd like to do is kind of round those, I'll show you. Round some of these edges off, make sure, kind of draw an imaginary line down the middle. Make sure it's symmetrical. I may put foam and wrap it for him. That way he doesn't have to sit on this hard piece of plastic. And I mean, we'll do a couple other little things for them. I did notice that the front brake drags a little bit. Actually, a lot of bit. So take a look at that, see what's going on there. But yeah, that's what we're working with. First things first, though, we got to pull the makeshift gas tank off and pull the motor out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll get it up on the table. We'll have a real good look at the frame and kind of get a game plan of what we're going to do. And we're going to crack into this thing and get it all fixed up for him. So that's our introduction to this little project. It's going to be a real short series, just real quick kind of build, help this guy out. And you know, we're all kind of going through a weird time right now with this coronavirus or whatever you want to call it. And a lot of people are getting stir crazy and trying to get out of their house and, you know, get out in the sun and the fresh air. And well, I figured if I got the time and the skills, why not help somebody out? You know, get them out of the house and maybe get someone else and maybe an entire family into this kind of hobby and get them wrenching on it once it's up and running. So, you know, if you've got the time, you've got the skill and materials and stuff like that, then why not pass on some of your knowledge and some of your time? Now, your time is valuable, don't get me wrong. I mean, you don't want to go out there and just start doing a bunch of stuff for free for people. But every now and then, you know, it's good to kind of give back. So, and next time when I bring you back, we'll have the motor out, we'll start working on the frame, get some other stuff done. And yeah, until next time, get out there and do it and help somebody out. See you next time.